Are you looking for a renovated, good-sized family unit? 1 km to roadside school with a great entry quantum. Let's go check it out! So welcome home to your lovely 3-bedder right here at Regentville. Coming in, you'll see that right by the entrance, our owners have already done up some shoe storages at the bottom here with a mirror above. This is actually serving multi-purposes. Aside from all your shoe storages over here, this also conceals an entrance to a secondary storage room that they have already carved out over here. And on this side, there will be another storage space which they currently use as a dedicated shoe storage room. So this unit has just been renovated just about 2 years ago with over $100,000 renovation pumped in. So what you're getting is something that is really very move-in ready. Flooring, aircon, lighting, everything has been done up nicely for you. If you were to pull out the floor plan, you would see that within this development for the 3-bedroom units, there are 2 kinds of the 3+ utility layouts here. Firstly would be your 1076 square feet, that would be your unit type B2. And ours here, this is the 1152 square feet, which is your unit type B1. The main difference would be the slight arc that you would see within the living room area. In terms of utility wise, you both have your kitchen, yard, WC, as well as a utility room which some may use as a helpers. And tucked towards the other end of the home, that's where you have your 3 bedrooms all tucked together. For our unit, how the space planners have designed this space, they have actually carved out a rectangular portion over here. So at the back, that was where I showed you guys a storage area was. That creates this rectangular effect for the entire living and dining area. Of course, then the concern would be, hey, if I were to create and cut off the certain corners, wouldn't the space be much smaller? Well, in fact, we do have a 6-meter wall-to-wall distance from the TV all the way to the end of the dining area. So this is just a tad larger than what we usually see in the landscape layout these days, which typically are around 5.5 or even lesser. So for here, what this actually leaves us with is this little corner over here. And I think this would be perfect if you want to create an open study concept, which you can probably have your standing desk over here. Or if you are family with young ones, then this area you can actually carve out an entire play area for the kids. So in terms of renovation wise, we have vinyl overlay for the entire living portion. We also do have all of this carpentry works that have been done up from your TV feature wall, which extends to this floating TV console kind of setup. And over here, you do have more storages, and I love how all of the cabinets here, they are all actually floating off the ground. So really your robot vacuum can just zoom in and like get every corner of your home. So this will be the portion that I have referred to just now as having a slight arch to the area. So we do get slightly larger in this portion for this particular layout. We are actually facing towards a northwestern facing. Windows facade are all dark tinted for the entire Regentville itself. So privacy, that would definitely be a plus point. For here, our owners have opted to place in a very large kind of recliner setup. So alternative, you can probably have one couch here and a lounger on the side there. For the dining setup, currently it is pretty simple. They just have some display shelves over there. So this, what you see here, is a 6-seater, which is actually an extendable setup. Sometimes when they do have gatherings or when extended family comes over, this can become a very nice 8-seater kind of dining setup. And we also do have its own standalone aircon blower for the dining portion of the home. Alternatively, you can actually place a round dining setup onto that side, and this can become an enclosed study room if you need a 3+ study kind of configuration for your home. So let's head into the kitchen space. They have opted to do it in an open kitchen kind of setup. Of course, you do have the options to just install some sliding door on this side here. So if you do heavy cooking often, that could be something for your consideration. For the open kitchen, currently they have high table over here. What you can do is to add in some shelving here. You can display some of your bottles and this becomes like a cocktail area. And this side wise, they have exchanged to orientation. So traditionally, the stove would be onto this side, and for here would be where the sink area is, which actually looks out towards the windows. So they have actually made this swap, which I think works really well because you do have all of your cooking films that can directly head out through the windows over here. In terms of space wise, this is definitely very comfortable in terms of size. Lots of cabinetries have been pumped in all throughout the entire span of the kitchen because it was so recently renovated. I don't think there's much that you need to change before you move in to occupy this place. So heading towards the back, you actually have this sliding door to segregate away the yard area. So of course, if you're having like laundry that is hanging at the upper portion of your yard. You don't have to worry about the cooking fumes actually heading towards the back where your clothes are airing. Currently, they've already placed in their 2-door fridge over here. Of course, the original fridge placement that would be within the kitchen, but this works for you. This would be quite a nice setup. So for the WC, they have already modified it to become the specified laundry room. And on towards this side, you have very large window panels for your yard space. So that's where their laundry actually goes right above. So you do have like a stagger drying rack that you want to install. This would definitely be a good place for it. You can actually get some natural ventilation for your laundry. And at the back, that would be your utility room, which actually does have ventilation window above over here. So of course, if you want to use this as a helper's resting room, what you could probably do is just let her have this door closed for just additional privacy. So Regentville, this is located in District 19. We are bounded by Yio Chu Kang Road. Total of 580 units across 5 tower blocks developed by Far East Organization. TOP was in the year 1999. A very nice healthy balance lease of 70 years, so I think it is perfect for immediate own stay. You really get to enjoy a great amount of space. Location wise, one of the main anchors here, of course, your convenience factor. Side gate out, 1 road across, that is where Hougang 1 is. You do have supermarket, lots of dining options from your fast food restaurants to your food court right over there. And for parents with school-going kids, 4 primary schools within 1 km, including the very popular Rosyth School, which is in fact a walking distance from where we are. The other schools would be Xinmin, Hougang, and Yio Chu Kang Primary School. And we have a further 7 primary schools within the 2 km radius. So add that together, you get 11 schools for your choosing if you were to live right here within Regentville. Once you head out from the side gate, we are in fact just 6 stops away from Hougang or Kovan MRT station. Of course, the upcoming Serangoon North MRT station, that would just be 600 meters walk from the side gate over there. So this is a full facilities project, which of course you will have your pool, gym, clubhouse, barbecue pits, and of course 4 tennis courts. So if we were to pull out the site plan, you'll see that we actually do have 2 multi-story parking towers, each of which would have 2 tennis courts that sit right above. So you do not have to worry about the bright lights of the tennis court shining into the residential units. Coming in, you would see that it's a very nice segregation with all of your resting zoning taking place over here. Starting off with your first bedroom. Currently, we're fitted with a queen-size bed, lounge chair, and side table. You can, of course, opt to place in your wardrobes over here. So they have intentionally not done up any built-ins for this space. We do have 2 windows at the back over here. So I think generally a very good sized room. These are your parquet flooring, which can be polished. The aircon and the doors have also been replaced in the renovation work, which took place just about 2+ years ago. For the common bath, it has been fully renovated. Inverse color scheme of what we have seen outside. You can have a dark Scandinavian theme, very nice choice of wall tiling to do spatial segregation. So for the shower space itself, they have actually designed 2 little niche for your bath products. Shower head, these are all from Grohe. Same for your sink mixer. We do have this nice glass door over here to segregate the wet and dry space. For houses that were built in this age, some of the bathrooms can get a little small. For this one, what they designed was that they actually have placed in this like full-size floor-mounted WC. So this is actually from American standard. So of course, you want to cater for that kind of sizing. What they have designed is like a certain flow. So once you come in, you'll close the door, and then you actually feel that the space is very comfortable. In fact, have additional storages behind the door, under the sink, above the sink. Generally, extremely 100% well utilized for this bathroom. So before we head into the other common room, I think I like how they have actually placed in these 2 strips of lighting for the walkway. This makes it feel extremely bright. Coming into the last common room of the home, we do have some built-in table over here. This area was designed as the vanity dresser area, study desk, built-in bed, so you actually have a pull-out bed function below. You can also place in an additional bed above if you need to. So plenty of storages, 7 wardrobe panels. That's probably more than most master rooms that we see these days. Very nice use of the entire span of the space. If we are taking a look at the bedroom size itself, this would definitely very comfortably fit in your king bed. So you could place in a king over here, place in like a 2-door sliding wardrobe on this side, and you can still place in a table over here. So I think very good amount of space. So one more plus point for Regentville is that this is 100% internal utilizable space that you can actually step on. There are no balconies. You do have full height windows for your living room, for your master room. Some storage cabinet has been done up along the framing of the bed. This is currently a king bed with storage frame, very nice and thick headboards. If you were to place in like a smaller design for your bed frame, then the room will actually appear to be much larger. We do have feature lightings at the back over here. They have also chosen this textured design to create a feature wall effect. So ceiling fan already done up. So on the side, they've already placed in an additional wall of cabinets. Yet we still have very nice amount of walking space. These are in fact pretty much your standard depth kind of sizing. Size here is really very fantastic. If you do have young ones, this could be a great space for you to place in the cot for your toddler. Storage wise, designs for your hanging as well as your drawer cabinets. There is another 2 large panel of sliding wardrobe on the other side. They've actually done up this sliding drawer which actually allows your fan to actually blow into the get ready corner of the bathroom. Quite a cute touch. Bathrooms, of course, these have been fully renovated. All of your tiles, the sink, Grohe American standard. And for the shower space, sliding door, ventilation window, additional storages, and the whole place definitely feels very nicely and elegantly put together because they have gone for this marble pattern tiles, and I think tiles, they are definitely easier on the maintenance, yet you get a similar look and design of the entire space, which I really love. Just to break down the numbers a little, our unit here has an asking price of $1.45 million. Your initial down payment plus bar stamp duty, that comes up to $405,000, and a monthly repayment of $3,700 odd to own this beautifully renovated and moved-in condition home right here. Lots of conveniences. You have Hougang 1 and also great primary schools within the 1 km range, including Rosyth, which is just a walking distance away from where we are at. Extremely good family size unit here at 1152 square feet, 3-bedroom with yard and utilities. And with that, we've come to the end of this home tour. So if you'd like to have a physical viewing of this place, do give our listing managers a call. You can find our numbers right down here. Do also hit the like and subscribe button and keep a lookout for our next home tour content. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. I'm Cheryl, PropertyLimBrothers. Always happy to show you the place. I forget I'm so confused. Does in fact have so cool, man. 太神奇了。这个桌子有没有比你厉害？